one of my favorite holidays. It's not really a holiday, but and I'm just friggin' tired. I don't know what it is. I think I'm still recovering from that event 2 weeks ago. And that being said, I've started reading quite a bit about older athletes and performance. And I think I'm going to be sharing a whole lot of that on here because, like I said, I just turned 50 and I know from feeling from my body that things are changing. And you can sit there and go, I'm still the fit, healthy, you know, 40-year-old, I feel like I'm 40, but I'm 50 and I'm doing all this stuff. But we really do have to pay more attention to our bodies and our rest and our recovery and all these things, our nutrition. And like I had no idea. I'll tell you right now, if I will put the link to this book in the show notes, but if you've ever picked up one of Joe Friel's athlete or training Bibles, he has one training for the 50-year-old. He's an older guy now. And I'm going to get him on the podcast again, talking about training in our 50s, because I got his book on Audible, and I've been listening to it every time I go driving and when I'm gardening and when I'm riding. So I'm taking notes, but like it is phenomenal how many things we should be thinking about and considering. And if we're training for competition, like how do we structure that with regards to recovery and base building to intensity to listening to heart rate and oh my God. Anyways, if you're interested in hearing more of that, go to YouTube and say, just give me a thumbs up or a like over there. And if you're wondering how to get over to YouTube, all you have to do is go to the show notes. The very top link is the YouTube link to this podcast, and it'll just bring you right over there. And also, make sure that you follow the podcast on Instagram, because if you want to find any one of the episodes, all you have to do is go to Instagram, Secrets from the Saddle podcast, and they are all there. So if you have a favorite, or if there's one that you like, you want to go back and listen to, or you want to listen to, or you heard that, I had this guest, they're all there and they're all current, and all the notes and links are there too. So those are two places. So today we are going to talk about the 4 key bike skills. You're like, woo, bike skills, there's got to be more. Well, there are more, but they're kind of lumped into these 4 categories, in my opinion. And maybe, like other cycling coaches might have their opinion, but this is how I coach and how I coaching my clients and how I kind of break up the skill structure. Now, you might be thinking, like, just think to yourself, like, what am I kind of lacking right now based on my summer performance or competition, or you're just like super intrigued on how to just think about what those things are to you. Like, you've been reading a little bit, you're like, I've heard about this pedal stroke or pedal form thing. I've heard about economy versus efficiency. What is that? Well, economy versus efficiency, I did a whole podcast episode on that. So go to Instagram, go find it. I don't know which one it is, but I'll try and link it right here. And the thing is that we have to think about the first thing. If you're like, oh, I just know everything, I go, nobody knows everything. I will never concede to knowing everything. I love learning. I literally, guys, answer this question for me. How many cycling related training books do you have at home? I just pulled all of mine out, and I literally have about 15 of them, like all types. Like, I have Joe Friel stuff. I have Hunter Allen's books. I have Michael Colgan's. I have, swim, bike, run, bike racing for juniors, how to put together a plan, workouts for cyclists, everything. I have it. And I reference those all the time when it comes to putting together different programs or just for content as a coach. So here are the 4 key bike skills. Now remember, go back to that list. Is it hill climbing that you would really like to get better at? Because usually I have not met so many people in my coaching career, because I have a women's cycling club and I've coached over 900 women that have said that they love hills. Like, it's usually everybody hates them. And you know why you don't like them? Do you know why? Does anybody know? It's because you don't know how to ride and climb a hill. And I felt the same way when I used to adventure race. So adventure racing was mountain biking, hiking, kayaking, rappelling, multi-sport event. And the bike sections were always the longest, right? Because they're using it to get you from A to B. So like maybe from the paddle section to the hike section. It could be 80 kilometers. It could be 2 days long. You're on your bike. And so I just remember, oh my gosh, because usually you're going up some sort of ski hill, down some power line, something, and it's technical and it's hilly. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I hate these hills. I literally hate them, but I would rarely get off my bike and walk my bike because that's even more painful than pushing it up the hill. Would you agree? Like, honestly, if I could go super slow up a hill to avoid walking, I would. I will. I did. And then I got a coach, and then I really I started following Mad Dog and spinning, and that's where I think I really got it.